Hey there, crypto traders and investors. It's Rod with POW Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Today is Wednesday, July 17th. Hope you're doing well. And in this video, we're going to take a look at XRP. We're going to bring up the chart. We'll go over some technicals and my thoughts and opinions on what to expect in terms of the price action in the days, weeks ahead. I think XRP is going to soon shock the entire world. It's going to absolutely melt faces, but there won't be, there'll definitely be, it's not going to be a straight line forever, right? It won't just be one straight shot. Now's the time, though, where things can get pretty crazy and people go chasing it. They wait for a pullback, and that pullback never comes. So I think that the fact that we're getting extended now is kind of evident of that and reminiscent of what happened in 2017 as well. So there will be pullbacks along the way, but just keep in mind that the pullbacks might happen a lot later on than what you would expect. You might end up feeling FOMO, fear of missing out, and it might be, that train has left the station sort of mentality, and you kind of have to take advantage of the little bit of pullbacks that we get along the way. I don't think we're going to be going back down under those recent lows anytime soon. Before we get to it, though, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me and the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff, and you'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and you should never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. Also, you can follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. And I'm going to play you this video. This new product by Tangem is absolutely fantastic. This thing's so sick. I use the 3-card set, and I can fully vouch for this platform. But you can check out this audio here in this video. What an amazing video. My precious is what it reminded me of whenever I first started to to watch it. But pretty amazing. I'm definitely going to be getting one of these here in the near-term future. I do have the 3-card set, but wow, amazing. World's first ring-shaped hardware wallet. So basically you just have an app on your phone, you scan it. You can go to tangem.com, click on the ring at the top, and you can pre-order now. You can use code POW, so P-O-W as the code, and it'll get you 10% off. And it helps support the channel as well. Plus, if you're looking for a place to buy XRP, if you're in Canada, I recommend Wealthsimple. And then if you're in the US, I recommend Uphold. There'll be links for all of these in the description box below as well. And again, it helps the channel out. But if you're going to buy XRP on Uphold, if you're in the US, or if you're going to buy XRP in Canada on Wealthsimple, make sure that you don't store all of it on there, right? Again, not telling you to buy, sell, or hold, what to do, or give you financial advice, but you want to get self-custody, right? You want to have control of the private keys, and Tangem's the way to do it. I use it all the time. It's so easy to use. One looks like a credit card. If you buy the ring, you get a 2-card set and the ring, and then you can wear the ring anywhere you go, and if you lose the ring, you have the 2 cards as a backup. It's absolutely a no-brainer. All right, taking a look at XRP on the 4-hour time frame. So I mentioned in the POW Group private community to members that we had a 4-hour bull flag that played out. And it ended up confirming, playing out to perfection. As long as we held 51 cents, it was still intact. We hit 51.5 cents. And then once we broke above the recent high there at 56.7 cents, that confirmed it. You take your measured move, you go from the low to the high. And it's saying we're targeting about 66.5 cents here on this move. And we had another hourly bull flag as well. And the target was on that was targeting 63.7 cents. We hit 63.4 cents. So exactly what we would have expected played out. And now we're just within reach of that 4-hour bull flag there, less than 5% away. So now I wouldn't be surprised if we did pull back on the daily time frame, for a nice, healthy daily high or low. We have no daily support all the way down to 40.4 cents, and this is USD. So if we were to pull back on the daily time frame over the next couple of days, don't be surprised if we do pull back, from these current levels. We could pull back to EMA 12. That's about 17%. EMA 26 would be about a little over 20%. So don't be surprised if we pull back, 10, 15, 20%. It'll just be healthy. But again, everybody over here was probably thinking on this run up to 56 cents. Well, I'll wait until it gets, back below 50 cents before I add. And here we are knocking on the door of 65 cents. Next major level of resistance is going to be 75 cents. And then after 75 cents, we have nothing until, we'll zoom out to the weekly here, until about $1, which was after the 1-year anniversary. So July 13th, right here, July 13th, 2023. We had a high of 94.5 cents, and it's been 1 year. So happy anniversary to XRP being a non-security. Gearing up, we have the monthly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. It's harder to find a more bullish chart than XRP right now. It's just been coiling. We've been suppressed for about 7 years without a new all-time high. And I think this thing is going to absolutely erupt. Monthly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. We did confirm a monthly downtrend, which was a little bit of an issue. But, with these lower wicks showing lots of buy pressure, that was that final bear trap and shakeout before the massive breakout, in my opinion. Also, if we take a look at XRP BTC, so in Bitcoin dominance, this is the XRP price relative to Bitcoin. You can see here that we were pretty much at all-time lows. We had that huge lower wick at one point in time back in 2018. But then, realistically, we were right around where we were the lowest ever. So, 653 Satoshis. And we hit a low of 662 Satoshis. So you couldn't get much lower than that if you tried. And in my opinion, the fact that we were just realistically, it was like a whole year, right? This was 12 candles where we were just dropping to lower lows. But for 8 candles in a row, every single candle was a lower high compared to the previous one. So the second we broke that trend, as soon as we broke above the previous monthly candle, that had been almost, over 8 months since we broke that pattern. So that was a big signal to go long on XRP versus Bitcoin, in my opinion. I think the upside for Bitcoin is a monthly bull flag targeting, 160. And I'm talking $160,000. So I do think, Bitcoin probably going to go north of $100,000 into the end of the year here. But, if you look at, even a bull flag on Bitcoin taking us to 160,000, that's only, a little, I think it's somewhere around like 130, 140% from current all-time highs, right? From the 73,000 and change. So it's only like 130% of upside from there. So not a huge risk to reward opportunity. I think the major upside and potential for upside is going to be with XRP. In my opinion, it's going to probably melt faces the most. It's going to be the most lucrative coin to own here into the end of the year. We have the SEC Ripple case could come to an end any time. We could see a ruling on the institutional sales. I don't think they're going to get much of a fine. I think it's going to be maybe 25, 50 million, 100 million at the most. The SEC is seeking an absurd $2 billion when there wasn't even any fraud or criminal activity or any kind of harm, financial harm or anything like that done through the disgorgement process. But at the end of the day, we should see that ruling anytime, and there could be a settlement anytime. We could even see a post-settlement ruling as well. After the ruling comes out, we could see a post-settlement from that. So we'll see what happens, but that's another major thing to be looking out for. We have Ethereum ETFs approved, start trading next week. Then probably going to be Solana and XRP shortly after that. So we also have the CME group listing XRP price index. So this is great to see. This is what we want to see. We know we have tons of partners on the sidelines, tons of things to be bullish on into the end of the year. Ripple IPO as well shortly after the case is likely ending. So there's stablecoin legislation, Ripple stablecoins coming out. They mentioned Brad Garlinghouse said in Q3. So it's going to be an amazing end of the year here, and this is looking fantastic. And then if we take a look at the monthly time frame here on XRP as well, if we take our high to the low, so high of the previous bull market to the low of this bear market, and we get our fib extensions, it's saying that we could be targeting, and this is what Bitcoin and Ethereum did. They hit their 3.618 in the previous bull run. And if XRP were to do something similar, again, it's been suppressed for almost 7 years, right? Last time all-time high was back in 2017, beginning of 2018. So we're now going into 2025 with still no new all-time highs. So the longer the base, the higher in space, the greater the accumulation, the greater the expansion. So I think we could even go higher than the 3.618. I think we could hit the 4.618, maybe even go closer to $20. So the 4.618 would bring us to around $15, just under, around $14.75. 3.618 would bring us to around $11.58. So I do think that we could get this, conservatively. I think $8 to $12, $8 to $13, call it, should be a nice conservative target. And then on the high end, I think we could hit somewhere around, $15 to $20. But I'll be taking profit out along the way. My first take profit is going to be $5. I'll take a little bit off the table, likely my initial investment at $5. Then another one, at $8, another one at $10, another one at $12, $14, etc. And then I also overlaid the Bitcoin all-time history price index here in the blue bars. And I'll just get rid of this fib tool here so you can see it. But you can see that we're following it pretty much to a T. And it's not that history always repeats, but it rhymes. And we can take a look. This was price of Bitcoin when it first started its breakout, right, through its bull and bear cycles. It's not that the price is the exact same, right? It's just that the cycles and the fractal is very similar. And it's saying that we could see a breakout realistically anytime, right? And it doesn't break out at the exact time, or it's just the cycles coincide with one another. And it's saying that we could potentially hit a peak of around $10 to $11 into the end of the year, into November, which would be right around the elections. So, and I'm very bullish into the end of the year. So this is looking fantastic. On the weekly time frame, we have, well, yeah, we're well above the 10-week moving average there now at 50 cents. We just had a bull cross of the stochastic and the MACD, so we're blasting off. Like I said, it's harder to find a more bullish chart at the moment. We're going absolutely parabolic there on those indicators as well, and then we're back above the 200 weekly moving average. If we can see a few candle closes above that, look what happened one time. We closed above it, but then we got knocked right back down. Closed above it a couple times, knocked right back down. Closed above it a couple times, knocked right back down. So what we want to see is, preferably 3 candle closes above that, break through prior resistance at 75 cents. Then if we clear $1, then I think it's all systems go. By then, if we break above $1, we're going to see this 50 and the 200 weekly moving average cross. When that happened on Ethereum back in 2020, leading into 2021 highs, we had the 50 and the 200 weekly cross on Ethereum. Price went from about $600 all the way up to $5,000. So just imagine, this thing's been suppressed for 7 years. I think we could easily hit somewhere around that $10 to $20, but I'll definitely be taking profit at 5, 8, 10, 12, etc. But this is a great sign to see. It has only ever happened a couple times in history. And then on the daily time frame, we're also gearing up. We're well above our 10 or daily moving averages there as well, but we're gearing up for another golden cross here on the daily time frame. So golden cross, we're gearing up for the 50 and the 200 weekly bull cross, and we just had a stochastic MACD and 10-week candle close over that 10-week moving average. So like I said, hard to find a more bullish chart at the moment. We're also breaking, a multi-year downtrend here. And like I said, comparing the fractal, comparing the BTC chart, I think the bottom has been reached. And I think that final shakeout that we saw down to, 38 cents on that recent pullback. Yep, 38.3 cents. Some exchanges obviously different, but I think that more recent pullback was that final shakeout before the big breakout, and I'm excited into the end of the year. Smash a like if you're excited. Drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. We'll continue the conversation there. It's Rod with Pal Group. Thanks again for joining us in the Pursuit of Wealth. Make sure to check out the new ring from Tangem, and you can check out Wealthsimple and Uphold. You'll also get a reward for signing up on those as well. And like I said, it helps the channel out, and it's the best place to buy XRP in my opinion. But again, you don't want to hold it on the exchange. It's okay to hold a little bit on the exchange, but you want to make sure you're doing self-custody in case one of these exchanges ever go down, etc. All right, have a great night. We'll see you again on the next video.